Hello, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here today, my name is Audrey, and yes, I put a bunch of hair clips in my hair because I started with these and then I decided to put all my flowers in my hair because we are talking about the BH Cosmetics Flower Power collection. So I got the palettes, I got the hair clips, I got the Grateful Dead shirt. We're in my bathroom because I'm recording this at night, and I tried to do a video in my room at night last time and it looks really bad. So we're now in the bathroom. If you're new here, I would love for you to subscribe. I do 2 videos a week, beauty vlogs, comic book stuff. That's the main focus. I will have other videos coming. That's the main 3, really. That's what we're gonna talk about. So yeah, this is gonna be 3 looks, 2 palettes, because this is a little collection with 2 palettes in it. You know, this I would have bought, and BH Cosmetics dropped the bag there because if they had more products from this, I would have bought the entire collection. Because look at these palettes, look at them. I'm also obsessed with the 70s, if you could not tell. So we got lots of tie-dye on. So we got this, and then I also will show that I am wearing tie-dye shorts. So real good. And yes, I brought my office chair into the bathroom to do this video. So I'm gonna go ahead and insert some swatches. I went left to right, so across the palette. So we have these names: Dream, Peace, Hippie, Wild, Chill, Groovy, Foxy, Radical, Daisy, Lava Lamp, Unity, Love, Vibes, Disco, Dig It, and Boogie. This gets bonus points for having Daisy. It's the main character in the play that I wrote. Shout out to Juliana and shout out to Stephanie, although there's no Dahlia. RIP. But yes, it's one of my favorite names ever. And then the packaging, there's no mirror, but it has a little flower and it says Groovy Baby, Peace, Love, and Tie-Dye Eyes, and little peace signs. And so tie-dye packaging. So here's what the palette looks like when you open it up. It's much smaller than I thought it was. So for comparison, it's about the size of my hand. It's a little smaller than that. So the pans are pretty small. So I'm gonna go ahead and I will show you the blush palette. So then I did the same thing with the blush. So what the blush palette looks like, we have the shades Chill Out, Psychedelic, Wicked, and Dynamite. This one says Peace, Love, and a Far Out Flush. Can you dig it? Yes, I can. And this is what the little thing looks like. I'm going to insert my looks and then I'm going to give you my thoughts. It's so weird because I'm filming at an angle. Okay, so starting with the eyes, today I'm wearing a lovely Star Wars shirt that has lots of color on it. So I think I'm going to do something pink and purple with the palette, but doesn't look too washed out. Let's start with the shade Daisy, which is right here. It is this light lavender color. Purple base layer down, we're gonna go ahead and do the pink color, which is Unity. Place it right under there in the crease. Alright, now I'm gonna use the shade Love. It is a berryish pink color on the outer part of the lid. Oh my god, it's so pretty. It's not dark. So there is darkness to this if you wanted to make it deeper. So I'll put a little bit of Boogie on the outer part too. This is where the darkness is gonna be. It's not too much though, but it's enough to deepen it for me. Alright, and then now we're going to put a shimmer on the lid because this is what we do, and I am ecstatic. So if you follow me on Twitter, to use the shade Hippie, because of course, and can you see it? It's a bright purpley pink. We're just going to put that on the lid. I'm going to use the shade Peace and put it in the center, over top of it a little bit. Alright, returned to do under the eyes. And then what I did for the rest of my face is not important, so we'll just ignore it altogether. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do something light under the eyes. I don't want something super heavy, so I'm just going to use the shade Daisy on this little pencil brush I also bought from Budge Cosmetics, and just do that. I'm going to go ahead and switch to blush. So this is the first time using the blush palette. This is what it looks like. Well, since I did more pink, I'm going to do Wicked. I wish these were shimmery. They're all matte. I will say, instead of like peachier tones, I would have preferred there was more purple here, since the other palette is really purpley, so that's one thing. But I'm going to use this shade. It's a really light pink, so this one is going to probably take building up just for skin tone and such. The other blush I used, Psychedelic, yesterday, and it is very, very pigmented, so it depends on like the shade itself, but it definitely builds, so I mean, I'm sure you'll be able to see on this side. So yeah, we'll do a very, very pink look for you, which I do appreciate. This is the final look for look number 1. So I'm more zoomed in for look 2. I want to make look 2 more tie-dye, you know? It's about the tie-dye in this palette, so let's get the tie-dye going. So I'm also going to be using, and I haven't fully thought out what it's going to look like, but I'm also going to be using 2 other products. So I will let you know, just as a disclaimer, you know, you use whatever, but this is just if you did want to do this look. I'm going to use the e.l.f. Mint Melt No Budge eyeshadow stick, and I'm also going to use the LA Girl Pastel Dream liner, the yellow shade. I'm going to start with just this shade Chill, which is going to be this little cream color here. I'm going to use the shade Dream, which is this one. I have a very similar shade in another Budge Cosmetics palette, so let's see if it looks the same. It's very bluish, but cute. I like it. Going to add a little bit of Boogie. I know I've used Boogie before, but this is the dark shade, and the outer lower part of the crease. I'm going to cut the crease on the pink Peace shade in here. And then I'm gonna put a little bit of eyeliner on. I know. I'm gonna do a little bit of this blue, just super dark blue, just a little light line here. This is just an Urban Decay 24/7 glitter eye pencil. All right, so since it was such a fail with the LA Girl on the lid, I'm gonna use that on the lower lash line, but I'm also going to take the shade Disco, which is shimmery. I typically wouldn't do this, but I'm going to go ahead and do that because I want a little
I want to do something a little different, so I'm going to use this little pencil brush. Let's do Dynamite. And this is the finished look too, guys. I don't know. I'll show you how it looks in natural lighting because the lighting is all off. I don't know how I feel. The lip combo, I just wanted to try because I thought of it yesterday, but this gloss is kind of too opaque to be a layering gloss. And it'll be featured in a video soon. Not positively. This is from Lip Bar. It was on clearance at Target, and I see why it was on clearance, and I'll explain it in that future video. I like the eyes. I keep looking at them. I think my main thing is I couldn't figure out what sort of hairband I wanted to do today, so I just threw this on. The hairband doesn't go with what's happening here. It's too dark, so definitely would do something different with my hair. I like the eyes. I think they look good. There was a little bit of struggle there. There's a little bit of mess. That's a personal error, so that's what happens, but I like the way it looks. It's a very pastel muted color that I kind of think of when I think of tie-dye. So let me show you what it looks like in natural light. So yeah, in natural light, this is what it looks like. The lip is a lot. Look at this. We're not focusing on the lip, but I think the eyes and the cheeks look pretty fresh, which is what we are testing. So I will see you for look number 3. All right, look 3. We're going to start with the shade of Vibes. It is a like tan color. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Dig It in first. I'm just going to use the browns from the palette today. So just a little bit. I'm going to take the shade, here we go, Radical. It's right here. It's very warm brown. Kind of has the pinkish hue in the brown. So I'm going to use the shade Lava Lamp just on my finger. Very muted purple. I'm going to use the shade Dig It, which is going to be a little bit of the warmer brown. In the inner corner, I'm going to use shade Wild, which is this purple that I haven't used yet. A little bit in here, just not picking anything up. Oh, it's not bright. I'm going to add Disco, which is this gold at the bottom. There we go. I don't know what to do about this. There's a little smudge on my face, but that is fine. So I'm going to use the shade Chill Out because I haven't used that one yet. This is the finished, y'all don't need to see me. This is the finished makeup look, y'all. Zoom in a little bit. What do you think? Do you like this one? Which one do you like better? Let me know down below, and I'm going to give you my thoughts.
I've done 4 looks with these palettes, and I've used all the blush shades at this point. I really like this, and I have to tell you, like, a lot of it has to do with packaging. However, I'm going to tell you some stuff about BH Cosmetics. I have some palettes. I have a BH Cosmetics palette still. One other one. I used to have another one as well. So I like BH Cosmetics shadows. I think these particular shadows are extremely powdery. So if you don't like powdery shadows, stuff that you are probably gonna have to build up, stuff that might have fallout, you're really gonna have to tap off the excess, this is not a palette for you. It's just not. However, like Anastasia palettes are like that, so that's not to mean that the palette's not good. It's just very powdery. So I will let you know that. Other than that, I think the shimmers are very creamy. They're very easy to work with. I typically, at this point, just use shimmers with my finger. I did use the pink shade with a brush and it applied fine. I think finger is probably the way to go though. I wish this had a white instead of chill. I don't feel like chill really does too much in terms of colors, but they like to throw that like cream shade in. I mean, I get it. If I was darker skinned, it would be a nice highlight shade. So that's just a personal preference. I know like whites don't work for everybody. I don't mind that there's no black. I don't particularly use black in palettes because I'm extremely pale and I don't do smoky looks. So it's not a big deal. That being said, I wish there was more variety. I mean, if you had the opportunity to do a tie-dye palette, look at my shirt. Staples of tie-dye. Yellow is a staple of tie-dye. There's not a yellow shade in here. Orange is a staple of tie-dye. There's not an orange in here. I get it's more of a purpley themed palette, but I think they missed an opportunity. Honestly, they probably could have done another eye palette, or they could have just given more variety. That's my thoughts on this palette. Ultimately, I think it's worth it. It's like 12 bucks and it's super cute, and I'm probably gonna keep it in my collection for a while. One thing I did want to disclaim about eye palettes, BH Cosmetics palettes definitely expire. So this is a 24-month limit. So I purchased this in April of 2021. So it'll probably be expired by 2023 if it lasts that long. Whatever, palettes expire after 2 years, 1 to 2 years. You're technically supposed to get rid of them. I typically have noticed my palettes have lasted maybe longer. Like I've had some palettes that last like 4 to 5 years, whether that's hygienic or not. But BH Cosmetics palettes definitely expire, so that is something to keep in mind. But they're cheap, so it's not a big deal. So there's that. Now let us talk about the blush palette. So I actually hadn't tried a blush palette from BH Cosmetics, but I've heard great things and I've had some that I wanted to try. I feel like they're dupes for a lot of, I feel like they were doing a lot of dupes of like the Beauty Bakery palettes. There's a lot of blush palettes and 4-pan palettes through Beauty Bakery. What I will say about the blushes, I am more of a shimmer blush fan. These are all matte. Hi Philip, why are you woofing? That said, I like every single shade in this palette and they last a long time. Like I said, it's nighttime. I touched up some of my makeup. I did not touch up my cheeks. I think the blush looks just as fresh as it did when I applied it this morning. This blush is really good. They're very pigmented. I feel like there's a lot of variety that's going on here. I think, you know, there's a lot of pigment in this, so it can work for a variety of skin tones. That being said, none of these shades are particularly dark skin friendly. And that being said too, if I look at this, you know, I'm not sure these really are either. So, you know, I would be interested to try them on my friend Shannon to see if the stuff showed up. That would be the best testament to me, because obviously I can kind of only base it on my skin tone. I think these show, but it's like, you know, obviously these two are definitely for fair skin. Maybe these two would work, but it's like, it's $12, but do you really want to even spend any money if you're just gonna not use something? So that's something to keep in mind. I don't know how dark skin friendly either of these palettes are, but they both, I mean, the blushes are pigmented, but maybe go with another collection. Let's hear hippie-ish, and I'll try it on you. I mean, if you try this and you're darker than me, which is like most of the population, because I feel like I look like a ghost, let me know what you think if it shows up, or the eye palette. But overall, I really like this. I wish BH Cosmetics had put out more stuff with this collection. I would love some lip products. I would love like some eyeliners. Don't really need, because LA Girl is doing like these pastel liners, which I feel like work really good with this. Definitely wish there were some lip products in this collection. It'd be highlight palette. Can't really see what you could do with that, but I think some lip products with this would have been awesome. Absolutely great. Maybe they probably won't expand this, because as far as I know, yeah, this is literally an online exclusive, so it's not available at Ulta or anywhere that sells BH Cosmetics. So it's just these two, and there's a brush set. BH Cosmetics puts out a brush set with literally everything at this point, so that's it. Overall, love it. Would buy more. BH Cosmetics, hit me up. I would be happy to consult you on any sort of tie-dye, hippie, 70s collections going forward. I'm ready to go. Okay, so thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like it, I hope you subscribe and liked the video, thumbs it up. It really helps me out on this channel, and I will see you soon in a new video. Bye.